Paradiddles, that's like the common word that somebody that doesn't know drums wants to say. So why is it called a paradiddle? That's a very strange name. In fact, this is a good time to talk about why rudiments are even given the names they are. There's really three categorizations for calling a rudiment what it is. One would be to describe what you're doing. Single stroke roll, single hits in each hand. Double stroke roll, multiple bounce roll. Although some of those rolls are given sound terminology, like oftentimes the multiple bounce roll, though that describes what you're doing technically, it's really referred to as a buzz roll often. So a paradiddle is a peculiar sounding word, but it's got 4 syllables. Paradiddle, paradiddle. So when I put that into sticking, it's right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. So the diddle is another word for double. So you can literally sound out the sticking of the paradiddle if you understand para are the single strokes and diddle is the double. Paradiddle, paradiddle, right, left, right, right, left, right, left, left. It has a right hand paradiddle starting with the right hand, left hand starts with the left. So I'm going to demonstrate this slow to fast to slow, and then we're going to give you some tricks on how to break this down so you can learn how to play it pretty quick. So here it is. Okay, so you saw the whipping action, just like with the 5-stroke roll. It helps me to produce a natural, fuller accent that I can feel. And all the stuff you play the best is stuff you feel. So if there's a technique that develops a certain volume related to a certain feel, you can just reach for it. Sound-wise, feel-wise, and it just happens. So, like with the 5-stroke roll, a really great way to figure out how to play this rudiment quicker is to separate the hands. So I'm going to play the paradiddle a few times on the pad, then take my left hand and move it onto the leg so I can really hear what the right hand's doing. Interesting. Could do it with the left hand. I'll start with So that's really a super great way to figure out the different kinds of strokes. A whipping stroke, a bounce double, and a soft tap. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. And I like to sing it. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. And sing it dynamically. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da. Accentuating the accent. So when I started practicing this, I really struggled with this. I didn't understand that I could actually bounce the double. And it actually happened by accident. One day I was practicing slow to fast to slow, and then it seemed to get really fast. And as I started playing it, I realized actually it was a single drag tap that did it. I practiced the single drag tap, and I came out of it into a paradiddle, and only then did I realize that when you play diddle pair, that's actually a drag. And then you play a tap, so inside the single drag tap is a hidden paradiddle. The spacing's different, but generally when rolls are played quickly, even with accents, singles, and doubles mixed, they almost sound like one even rate of speed because you really can't hear at that fast of a tempo the differences between the notes. And sometimes rhythmically we'll smear them together so they're all even. So when I figured out that that was just a drag followed by a single, I kind of call the paradiddle a drag-ra. So there's a drag, and then I threw in the single stroke. Then I can do the opposite. And you can kind of just chain these together. Drag, drag-ra, drag, drag route. So that's an interesting way of playing it. Sometimes I'll do diddle pair, 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 diddle pair. So I like to break things down, and I found that when you have rudiments that have singles and doubles, if you start with the singles, you're going to wrist them right, left, right, right. Then you might find that you feel like keeping the same kind of wristing technique that you just played when you play the double. It makes sense. Your body's used to a certain way of playing. It's going to continue regardless of singles and doubles unless you're aware of this. So one of the things that I've discovered is if I play a drag, I'm always going to bounce the double. So if I go diddle para, then I can come at the paradiddle from the diddle side and get the bouncing into the double stroke, which is the goal, so that I can play it much quicker. The other thing I would do is I'd practice paradid, 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 paradiddle, 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 paradid, 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 paradid. So when I'm playing a right-hand paradiddle, though I'm going right, left, right, right, that's 4 notes, I can actually play the last 2 notes with a bounced double. So I'm right, left, right. So 3 strokes is really all needed to play the 4 notes of a paradiddle. So after a while, I feel like I'm just doing 2 rights and 2 lefts. So if you experiment with these different ways of practicing the paradiddle, you're going to discover that it comes together a lot quicker if you practice it from the diddle side for a while, then from the pair side, and diddle para, and then paradid to paradiddle. And you just keep experimenting, breaking it down, and learning where the single accented downstrokes are, the bounce doubles, and the soft taps. Once you get those happening in both hands, then when you put it back together, there's a greater intelligence that's going to occur between your hands so that you can really maximize the relaxation, the rebound, and of course the speed. So good luck with your paradiddles. Keep working them. They'll come. Hang in there. The next 2 rudiments in the 7 essential rudiments that we're going to finish out with are the flams and the drags. So stick around for that, and we'll talk to you then. Thanks.